Oh, louder, okay. If you have a seat next to you, it looks like some people are still looking for places to sit. Let us know that you have a seat. Welcome. We're so glad to be filling the house today. This is wonderful. If there are more seats next to you, just raise your hand and folks coming in can see where there's a place to sit. So we can get situated. Yes? Thank you. Wonderful. Well, let's get started. Thank you so much for joining us today for this exciting foray into Whidbey's water future. I'm Linda Irvine. I'm the chair of the Langley Climate Crisis Action Committee, and we are just delighted that we've got you all here to talk about this important topic. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and the people who have made this possible. First, thanks to Whidbey for hosting and co-producing this entire conference. Tyler, thank you, doing the tech up there in the room. Thanks to the Langley Climate Crisis Action Committee for imagining and convening this conference. At this moment, would the conference organizers please stand for a little recognition? We just want to say thank you. And we have a special, are you ready, Rhonda? We have a special thank you. I'd like to honor Ann Tierce, who is the moving force behind this entire conference. She came up with the idea and was just the energizer bunny in getting it all figured out. And I think we have a little thank you for you. Yes. Oh, come on, our band. She's really pretty, so this is probably important. Thank you so much for persisting when we didn't know if this would be possible. And mostly thanks to all of you who are our Whidbey friends, and neighbors who have chosen to come here today to learn, share, and get ready to act. We all love this island that we share, and it is only through our combined efforts that we will be able to protect our water supply and our water systems for generations to come. Just let's take a minute right now to, I invite you to introduce yourself to someone nearby who you may not know, and just let them know something you hope to gain from your time here today. Just take a minute to say hello and learn about I used to, in a former life, I was an 8th grade teacher, and I have to say, it is easier to control a house of people where the median age is more like 65. do wish we had some younger people here. We do have some younger people here, but yeah. I'd like to give you just a brief outline of what we're doing today. So to start, we're going to start the morning with a series of speakers who will share their knowledge and experience of water in a changing climate. And we've left some space on the last page of your program for taking notes. So if during, get a pen or pencil ready so that during the day, if you have a question or a comment or a note, you can scribble things down, you can write down the name of someone you've met who you want to network with. It's just there for you to use to record things that come up today. We've also left some scattered about the table are blank index cards. Does anybody see those cards on the table? Those are cards that we will use for Q&A this afternoon. So if you have a question, write it down on a card and give it to someone with a cap, like Anne, who has the flowers. Give it to her, or Tara. Give it to them at lunchtime or during the workshops. And I'm getting the 5 minutes. Okay. And Peter is our timekeeper. He will be telling you when you have to shut up. After the speakers, we'll break for lunch and tabling. And there are some tables in the hallway in the lobby where you'll find other groups that are working on water. And then at 12:30 sharp, we will start a series of workshops with more incredible presenters. And then we'll wrap up here with reflections and question and answer with the speakers panel. There's just a few housekeeping issues. The restrooms are in the lobby. The Wicca snack bar will be open during the breaks and at lunchtime. And please silence your cell phones. You can still use them to take photos if you wish, but I challenge you to get to lunch without once looking at your phone. We are striving to reduce, reuse, and recycle or compost everything that would otherwise get tossed in the landfill. We're using reusable ware where we can, and if you have brought items with you that can't be composted or recycled, please use the Backpacker's Creed, which is pack it in, pack it out. This event is being recorded, and we will post the recording, at least I think it is. Is that true, Tyler? Yes, he says yes. And we'll post the recording on the Whidbey Climate Action website at whidbeyclimate.org. So, lights, camera, action. As I introduce folks today, I'm not going to repeat the bios that you have in your program, but suffice to say that everyone here could be in a who's who in America. They are knowledgeable, experienced, and passionate about our living more sustainably on Earth. They offer us wisdom, new perspectives, and action and lifestyle recommendations that could help ensure a better future for humans and for our fellow Earth species of all sorts. And now, I would love to introduce Pamela SeaMonster, who will welcome you here today. We are honored to have an elder and a leader of the Snohomish tribe, the first people who inhabited and stewarded the land we are on today. Pamela is an ethnobotanist and a true water defender in every sense of the word. She dedicates her time to sharing the cultures and histories of the first people of the Salish Sea. Pamela, thank you so much for being here and sharing with us today.
Hospitality. Oh. Oh, thank you. It's beautiful. Oh, it's divine. Thank you. Hospitality. Good morning. Twal Gualapu. Gualapu Taisha. Gualapu Taisha. Talalakam Sista. Stahobchad. 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 Sik Vedah Suwaklam. Good morning to all you people, relatives, friends. My name is Fighting Woman, and I am the daughter of the SeaMonster man. And I am Snohomish. I am Snohomish. I am Snohomish. I wear a lot of hats in this community, not just my cedar hat, but I am the Fish, Wildlife, and Environment Coordinator for the Snohomish tribe. I'm also the Vice Chairwoman of the Snohomish tribe and the co-founder of an Indigenous-run nonprofit called People of the Confluence. And one of our missions is to protect water, air, earth, and our spirit, because there's soul eaters out there. I wanted to say a little bit about our people here on what's now called Whidbey Island. We speak the Hoshutsi language. Hosh means the Salish Sea or the salt water. Set is what comes from our mouth, the thing. So we speak the language of the salt water. So I would say that in the things that you do when it comes to water, consulting with the first people of this land about how to do that, because we caretook on this island for millennia upon millennia before the new people came. We were the caretakers. We didn't own any land. It owned us. Some of the things that we might think about. I wanted to share a quick teaching with you. We don't have a word for storytelling in our language, but we do have a word for teaching. A tooty-too hawk a long time ago. A long time ago when the world was new, the plants and the trees, they believed they were people. A tooty-too hawk a long time ago. A long time ago when the world was new, the winged, all of them, they believed they were people. A tooty-too hawk a long time ago. A long time ago when the world was new, the four-legged, they believed they were people. A tooty-too hawk a long time ago. A long time ago when the world was new, the beings in the water, the salt water and the fresh water, they believed they were people. A tooty-too hawk a long time ago. A long time ago when the world was new, the humans, they thought they were people. You see, we're all connected. We come from a society of people that believed every living being that could speak any way that it could speak, the way the trees speak, the water speaks, the animals talk to one another. They're people. We come from a society where we had one law, and the law was to share. We come from a society that said that greed was the only crime. And greed was the only crime, and it was a crime worth death. Death. Can you imagine how many dead people there are? Today we can't help the way we've learned from the new people, because that wasn't their law. So as we walk through the day, let us think about how we're connected, us saltwater beings that need the fresh water to live. The blood of Mother Earth. We need that. We have to walk softly on her. Naha Ilahi. Mother Earth. Let's walk softly together today. We have a word in our language. It's Yahau. Yahau. Yahau means to push forward together. And more closely, it means it can only be completed together. So, as the first people and the hosts of this territory on Mother Earth, we want to Yahau. We want to push forward together with you today and all days. We want to be good relatives. We want to work together. We want to take care of each other. And let's take care of the water. We would have never been greedy with the water. We would have never depleted an area and depleted an aquifer. You have to think that you're on an island. And that the water, the fresh water, the more you build, the lower your aquifer. The more you take, the more greed, the bigger the crime. So let's look at all the ways that we can conserve, we can reuse, we can learn about indigenous plant gardens and water runoff. We can learn about how we can save water in our own yards with water barrels. There's all kinds of amazing things that we can do to work together, to work for water. That ha-ha-kos. Can you guys say that? Ha-ha-kos. That means sacred water. All the water is sacred, even the water inside of all of us. It's sacred. Have a beautiful day, relatives. I look forward to talking with you this afternoon and meeting you for reflection. Dahalushchu.
Thank you so much, Pamela, for that moving welcome. We are honored to be your guests. Our next